Welcome to the Phoenix Rising. I am Laura Teo, intuitive coach, professional astrologer, and energy healer. Today, the subject of this podcast is stagnation. When we stand still for a period of time, when we try to create results and we don't. So, let's talk about the challenges of stagnation and how to find the inner medicine to navigate through it. This is Season 5, Episode 10. Welcome to the Phoenix Rising, a podcast that brings you a combination of astrology, energy healing, intuitive coaching, and readings, all with the purpose to help you connect to your intuition, learn how to transform your life, and regain your healing power. I am your host, Laura Teo. Stagnation is an all too familiar feeling that many of us have experienced at some point in our lives. At some point, we have, whether it is in our careers, personal relationships, or even our personal growth. The sense of being stuck, it can be very frustrating, discouraging, and even sometimes makes us doubt of our own abilities. We long for success and for progress. That is normal. We change and we're looking for new opportunities. But sometimes it seems that life has come to a standstill. I personally went through a period of stagnation a few months ago. Has it happened to you that you have taken action after action after action, tirelessly working towards your goals, only to find that the desired results don't materialize? That was me after I moved to Ontario. I was completely focused on supporting my kids through the transition of that move and growing my business. I was constantly doing something. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. I was, taking care of the kids, cooking, renovating the house, creating content, working with clients one on one, working with business coaches to help me grow the business. And the list could go on and on. Like, I think you get the picture. I'm sure you understand, you've been there as well. But no matter how much I did, it seemed insufficient. And I wasn't achieving the success I needed in my business in order to be able to support my family and meet my financial obligations. I was literally constantly exhausted. I was frustrated, and at some point, I really was on the verge of panic. So, in this mess that I was in, it felt like an internal mess. I I was receiving these messages in my dreams, urging me to slow down, to rest, to do something for myself that was completely unrelated to home, to kids, or coaching. And I didn't listen. You think I listened? I didn't. I was so much into the masculine energy, into the doing. Even in my dreams, I was dreaming that, but at the same time, it was like, okay, my dreams, I had moments where I continued working. I was still working in my dreams. So I was a lot into the masculine energy, into the taking action, doing, but the feminine, I was very little into it. I was completely off balance. And this is when the universe decided to intervene in a more direct way. So something happened after that. Can you imagine? So over time, um, while this is what's going on, my lower back and my glute muscles became so tight that routine movements like going up and down the stairs, bending, or getting in the car became excruciatingly painful. Like I couldn't move. Like it was so tight. And reflecting back on it, my mindset was as tight. Like my vision was very tight. There was no flexibility. So my body was really reacting to what was going on, of course, inside, because I was not flexible in creating an openness, the allowing the guidance from my intuition and the feminine to sink in as well, because the feminine tells us what and why, and then the masculine goes for the how. But I was all focused on the how, that I stopped connecting with my why and stopped connecting with the what. So I was saying, yes, that it was very painful, and eventually the pain became unbearable. And I found myself one morning. I was going to get the kids to school, and I was going down the stairs, and the the pain got so strong that it paralyzed me, and I screamed, and I started crying in agony. So because I ignored the original signs that the universe had sent to me, now this one was really impossible to ignore. It was like, you're still not listening. You're not listening. You're not paying attention. You're still doing the same thing. Okay, I am gonna need to make you stop. That's how I see it. And the universe literally had to stop me from, going on the wrong direction. This one, again, is impossible to ignore, of course. And it put me down, not down to my knees, it put me down to my glutes, quite literally. And I remember that morning that this happened, because I witnessing the panic on my children's faces as they looked at me and observed me in this situation really served as a powerful wake up call. What was the message I'm sending them? I was sending them the message of keep working to exhaustion, and don't rest, don't take time, don't breathe. That's not the message I want to send them. And it was creating stress for them too, because when they saw me like they got worried. I'm the only caretaker, I'm the only person they have to nurture them and to take care of them and to provide for them. Imagine something happens to me. They felt scared to see their mom like that, and they were scared. What's gonna happen? Is mom okay? I, even relieving that, it really touches like a nerve, because I put myself in their shoes, and it must have been very scary. So this was a wake up call for me, and this prompted me to pause, took me to reflect and to reconsider my path. So this unexpected pause, that I really consider it now the beauty of stagnation, offered me a precious opportunity. And this is the key of stagnation. This is an opportunity to observe your life with an open heart, and to identify what isn't working optimally. to tap into your inner wisdom and your intuition to make the necessary adjustments to course correct, to be able to change the path, to instead of turning to the right, maybe you need to turn to the left or maybe continue straight. It doesn't matter. It's okay to course correct. So, however, I remember that before doing that introspection, I knew like I need to sit and reflect and reconsider all of this. But first, I need to prioritize a visit to the chiropractor, and that's what I did. So after this experiencing a stagnation on a very personal level, I would like now to share with you some reflections that I did about this to help you discover that inner resilience that is so much necessary to overcome stagnation. So, point number one, acknowledge that stagnation is there and that is okay. Let's normalize stagnation. It's okay to, to be in a state of not moving forward, not moving backwards. I mean, it's not, we shouldn't feel embarrassed for it. We need to recognize it because then, say it's okay. This is the first step towards overcoming stagnation. And now acknowledging its presence without judgment, with a compassionate heart. It is really essential to confront the feeling of stagnation head on rather than ignoring it or suppressing it. Because we feel bad, right? We feel bad. And we need to recognize that feeling and know that it is a normal part of life. And it's okay to experience it and to struggle. So, by acknowledging the current situation of stagnation, you're able to gain a deeper understanding of your emotions and can begin to explore then the reasons behind your stagnation. So, that takes us to point number two, reflect on the root causes. Because stagnation often has underlying causes that need to be addressed. So it's important to take some time for self-reflection and introspection. Ask yourself soul-led questions to gain insights into what might be holding you back. So sit down, write it down, and take the time to connect to your soul and ask, am I trapped in my comfort zone and afraid to get out of it? What are the limiting beliefs that hinder my progress? Am I lacking motivation or direction? I mean, doing this will definitely help you identify root causes and will help you develop a plan of action to overcome them. Point number three is the importance of embracing change and setting new goals. Stagnation can arise when we resist change, or like I did, or become complacent with our current circumstances. Accepting and welcoming change is crucial for growth and progress. So, we can start by setting new goals that align. This is so important. The goals that we set, they need to align with our passions, our values, and aspirations. These goals should challenge you to step outside of that comfort zone that we talked before and push your boundaries, but at the same time, they shouldn't feel and they shouldn't be so overwhelming to the point of freezing you. A good idea that I practice is to break them down into smaller, actionable steps to make them more manageable and attainable. Another point is to seek knowledge and skill development. Stagnation can often be overcome through continuous learning and skill development. So you may consider what knowledge or skills are relevant to your desired path of progress. Look for opportunities to acquire new knowledge, whether it's through formal education, online courses, working with a coach, with a healer, books or workshops. Developing new skills not only enhances your confidence but also opens doors to new opportunities and new perspectives. Another point, and this would be point number 5, is to cultivate a growth mindset, which is essential when facing stagnation. Believe in your ability to learn, to adapt, and evolve. Embrace the challenges and see them as opportunities for growth, and view these setbacks as valuable lessons. So we need to change the way of seeing stagnation. It is not an embarrassing thing, okay? Um, these are valuable lessons that are going to help us move forward. So we need to replace those self-limiting thoughts with positive affirmations and visualize ourselves succeeding in whatever we do. We also need to surround ourselves with supportive people, like-minded individuals who really inspire and motivate us. Another point number 6, there's two more, like this one and another one, so stay with me. Another point is taking action and embracing patience. Stagnation can often paralyze us, and these prevent us then from taking action. So we need to be able to break free from the inertia by taking small steps towards the goals we have. Even the tiniest action can create momentum and propel you forward. Be patient with yourself and the process you make. Change takes time, and it's okay if it takes a little bit more time. Progress is not always linear. So celebrate small victories along the way, as they will keep you motivated during times of stagnation. And lastly, the point number 7, the importance of practicing self care. When feeling stagnant, and this is something also that I didn't pay attention to my body's needs, the need to rest. We need to prioritize self care. We need to engage in activities that are separate from whatever it is we're stagnant in. Activities that will nourish our mind, body, soul, like exercise, get enough sleep, eat healthy, make time for new hobbies and interests, meeting with friends, um, meditation. Those are things that are very important. If you're able to include also that meditation and journaling practices, it's even more of a plus. This will help you even more in terms of your mind, soul, and heart. So all of these self-care and meditation practices, they can help you gain clarity, reduce stress, and cultivate a positive mindset. So to summarize this stagnation conversation, remember that stagnation is a temporary phase. And I'm going to say that again. Stagnation is a temporary phase that can be overcome with the right mindset and the right actions. Rather than succumbing to its heaviness, embrace it as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery, to see things through another lens, through another perspective. By acknowledging the stagnation, we can reflect on its root causes, we can set new goals, we can seek knowledge, cultivating also a growth mindset, taking action that is in alignment with your soul, and practicing self-care. When we do that, we can find that inner medicine that we need to navigate through it. And remember that progress may be slow at times, but with patience and uh, soulful perseverance, you will break free from stagnation and embark on a path of growth and fulfillment. Thank you very much for listening to me. It's been a pleasure. If you have any questions, if you feel that you are stagnant in your life, give me a call. Visit my website, lauratia.com. Remember to follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, and YouTube. Check out my blog, and I can help you out with this stagnation phase. Let's take a look at it. What is going on, and we can help you move forward in a way that is really in alignment with your soul path and with your soul blueprint. Thank you, and see you next time.